Welcome to the show that takes up no more than 5 minutes of your time, but could help you gain massive real estate knowledge. It's 5 Minutes in Real Estate with best-selling author Shane Willis.
Hello, it's Shane Willis, Principal Real Estate Expert, bringing you today's episode. Well, it's Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Got a little beach time in. I was out there at Pensacola Beach yesterday. It was nice. And the sound right behind the boardwalk, and look up, and the clouds got real dark real fast. And I don't play with lightning, so we got out of the water pretty quick. We still had a good afternoon. Pretty productive weekend too. Worked on a couple of different contracts. Got a lot of stuff done. My latest flip looks like it should be wrapped up this week too. So yeah, getting a lot of stuff accomplished. I hope you had a good weekend. But today we're going to talk about the report that we came out with. The National Association of Realtors just reported April's numbers for days on market nationwide. And they said that April's numbers, days on market for property, was the lowest it's ever been. I'm going to read the National Association of Realtors chief economist. What is available for sale is going under contract at a rapid pace. Since NAR began tracking this data in May of 2011, the median days a listing was on the market was at an all-time low in April. And the share of homes sold less than a month was at an all-time high. So that gets us excited. That gets us excited as it is taking less time to sell a property now. It has been on the market less, but that statistic is slightly deceiving. The way that's put is slightly deceiving because I don't want people to think, hey, it's less on market, so we're expecting the property to be sold in 30 days. Okay, I was just if you remember me talking last week, I was just in court. The judge asked me that question. I was there as an expert witness, and the judge asked me that question, said, I'm under the impression that stuff's selling very quickly. So is there any reason why you can't do a 6-month listing on a short sale in this marketplace? And I went to explain to him that yes, and a whole, as a nation right now, things are selling quicker. But the time of listing and the time it actually hits the market, two entirely different things. And what this statistic is based off of is based on the time it hit the market. So the time it came active in the MLS. But it could take me 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks prior to. It could take me a solid month before we even hit the market. I got 2 properties right now I've had a listing agreement on for 6 weeks. But it hadn't hit the market yet. Now we've done the coming soon. And I am building up some anticipation. But there's some repairs that have to be made. One is getting painted completely inside. And we didn't want to paint until she left the country. She's leaving the country at the end of this week. We're going to start painting. We'll have the painting done, 3-4 days. Then we got to put some new carpet in. Then we'll go live on the market. We're not going to do that until it's done. But that doesn't mean that I haven't had the listing agreement. I don't have any properties, 0 properties that we go live on the MLS the day that I take a listing agreement. So there's a lot of prep work. I don't want to get that misconception that, hey, we're just going to sell stuff in 30 days. And also what I told the judge was the misconception is you're lumping all houses, all price points in together. You don't need to do that. This particular price point, the judge is wanting me to sell on that particular case in Escambia County, there's almost 8 months worth of inventory. So when the National Association of Realtors is saying record low inventory, that's true when you look at everything as a whole. But we can't look at just everything as a whole. We have to look at your individual property. And this individual property, there's 8 months worth of inventory, or almost 8 months. And if you remember any of my stuff, if it's at 6 months, it's a normal market. It's not a buyer's or a seller's market. That's between 6 and 7 months. Anything under 6 months starts to become a seller's market. Anything under 3 months becomes a hyper seller's market. Like right now, if you started to sell a property between about 50 and 100,000, that's a hyper seller's market because there's only like 1.2 months worth of inventory. But this property was sitting at one that had 8 months inventory, which means you're starting to get more towards a buyer's market. There's more inventory out there at that price point. So, yes, stuff is selling quicker. We typically are not seeing the 2 years that we saw before. There were times when I was taking 24-month listings just because You know, I wonder sometimes if people just get up and do yard work every day. But it seems like he's weed eating and edging every day. Every day. Maybe that's just therapeutic. I don't know. I shouldn't judge people's processes. I'm sorry, sir. Anyways, back to this. It's very, very likely that the property is going to sell quickly if we price it right, market it right, do all the pre-work right. But I don't want you to think that, hey, stuff's selling real quick, so, I can put the house up for sale tomorrow and actually have it sold, by Wednesday. Probably not. It's going to take more to get you ready for the market. Like I said, I never do anyone that, hey, I just took the listing that day and I put it active that day. No. At the worst case scenario, if you have no getting ready for that property, meaning I don't need to do paint anything, we don't need to do any curb appeal, we don't need to do any of the stuff that we walk through to get your property ready. If we don't have to do any of that, I still have to get professional photos done. That's a week out. We may need to look and get some inspections done. That could be another week out. These are things that you have to do. And since those things are happening, yes, we're selling them faster once we hit the start line. But it's just like, I want you to think of this like a movie, your favorite movie. We're in the summer blockbuster season. How much advertising and marketing do we see for a movie building up to premiere night, building up to opening weekend? My goodness, I started seeing the Avengers 6 months out, right? But then the week or two prior to coming on the market, it's huge. I couldn't go on social media and not see an ad for the Avengers, not see a clip, not see a trailer. They're working on stuff now for next year. They're already starting to see a little bit here and there, a hint here and there. So that's a build-up. That opening weekend smashed all kinds of records. Why? Because we had a build-up. Same thing with houses. When it comes on the market, that's like opening weekend. Why in the world would you waste the opportunity to not have a build-up, to not advertise and have a little bit of an anticipation of the property coming? Because that's when you can blow it out of the water. So good numbers, but a little deceiving. So hopefully that educated you a little. All right, that's all I got for you today. As always, if you've not subscribed to get tips, tricks, graphs, infographics like we do on Friday, get over to 5minutesinrealestate.com. That's 5minutesinrealestate.com. Sign up for the list. Also, if you've not subscribed, we are on iTunes, Apple, Android, Google Play, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. I can't think. Oh, iHeartRadio. Somebody pointed that out to me the other day. So they listened to it on iHeartRadio. I love it. We're on all of it now. Whatever you're listening to, get over there, get subscribed, hit like, give me a thumbs up, give me a nice comment. And finally, hopefully you found a little value in this so that you're not misconceived. Misconception? Not misconceived. Oh, you know the word. It's Monday. I need some more coffee. Hopefully you found some value in this. And if you did, I don't ever ask for money for them. I do, however, ask that you share this episode or any other episode that you found value with on social media. Happy Monday, everybody.